Kuchisake-Onna, the woman with the split mouth. They say, if you walk alone at night in Japan and hear a soft whisper behind you, a woman's voice asking a simple question, "Am I beautiful?" Don't answer too quickly because your next breath might be your last. Every country has its ghosts, but in Japan, one stands above them all. She doesn't haunt the shadows of temples or graveyards. She walks among us late at night, umbrella in hand, a surgical mask covering her face. They call her Kuchisake-Onna, the Slit-Mouthed Woman, and tonight we're going to uncover the story that made her one of the most terrifying urban legends in the world. A story so chilling that even Japanese children are still warned not to walk home alone after dark. A tale of jealousy and revenge. Our story begins centuries ago, in Japan's feudal era. There was once a beautiful woman. So beautiful, people said her beauty could make even the gods jealous. Her husband, a proud samurai, loved her fiercely, but his love was poisoned by obsession. He was paranoid, possessive, convinced that she was unfaithful. And one night, in a rage of jealousy, he grabbed his blade and carved her mouth open from ear to ear. As she screamed in agony, he sneered and said, "Now who will think you're beautiful?" She bled to death on the floor. But that was not the end. Soon after her death, strange things began to happen. People whispered about a woman seen wandering the roads at night, wearing a mask, covering her mutilated face. She would stop passers-by, usually young men or children, and ask that same question. Watashi? Kirei? Am I beautiful? If they said no, she would kill them instantly, slicing them open with a pair of long scissors she carried. If they said yes, she would slowly remove her mask, revealing a grotesque, bloody smile stretching from ear to ear, and ask again, "Even now?" If they screamed or tried to run, she would chase them down, and this time, she'd make their faces look just like hers. Over the decades, her legend evolved. In the 1970s, during Japan's economic boom, stories of Kuchisake-Onna began spreading again. This time, like wildfire, newspapers reported sightings. Children refused to walk home alone. Parents began forming walking groups to escort their kids safely from school. The panic was so widespread that even the police issued public warnings about a woman matching her description. No one knew where the story began. Some said it started as a rumor among school children. Others believed it was based on a real woman who had been attacked and disfigured in a crime of passion. But no matter where it started, the fear was real, and even today, people still claim to see her. In modern Japan, she's adapted. Her surgical mask, once used to hide her scar, now blends in perfectly. After all, who questions someone wearing a mask these days? There are stories from taxi drivers who picked up a woman late at night, quiet, polite, and wearing a mask. She'd ask them softly, "Am I beautiful?" If they laughed or ignored her, she'd lift the mask, revealing the horrifying slit, and disappear from the back seat without opening the door. Others claim to have seen her near dark alleyways, where she follows people for blocks, whispering the same question, each time getting closer and closer. Some say Kuchisake-Onna is the spirit of every woman wronged by jealousy and violence, a symbol of beauty twisted by cruelty. Others see her as a warning, a reflection of Japan's obsession with perfection and appearance. Even psychologists have studied the legend, calling her an example of moral panic, where a simple story spirals into mass hysteria, but believers, they'll tell you something else. They'll say she's not just a story, that she's real, a restless soul who never found peace, and that sometimes, when you're walking home alone, at night, you might feel her presence behind you. waiting for you to answer her question. But if you ever meet her, don't panic. There are ways to survive. According to the legend, you can confuse her. If she asks, "Am I beautiful?" don't say yes or no. Instead, say something like, "You look average." That hesitation makes her stop, long enough for you to escape. Others say throwing sweets or money on the ground distracts her, because even vengeful spirits have odd habits. And then there's the strangest trick of all. If you ask her a question in return, she becomes confused and disappears, because her curse, it seems, only works one way. When the internet arrived, the legend didn't fade. It evolved forums filled with supposed encounters, blurry photos, late-night CCTV clips, and eerie videos claiming to show a woman with a mask standing under streetlights, not moving. Some even say she's been seen outside of Japan. In Korea, China, even the United States, appearing wherever people believe in her story, almost as if the belief itself keeps her alive. And that's the real horror of Kuchisake-Onna. The idea that stories can manifest into reality, that something whispered enough times in the dark can step out of the shadows to answer back. There's also another layer, a psychological one. In Japanese folklore, masks often hide both beauty and shame. Kuchisake-Onna's mask represents that fragile line between what we show the world and what we hide beneath. Her story forces us to confront an uncomfortable truth. How much of our worth do we tie to how we look? Maybe that's why her legend still survives, because deep down, we all fear being judged. Imagine this. You're walking home alone. The street is quiet, only the soft hum of streetlights above you. You hear footsteps behind you, slow, steady, and see a woman in a long coat standing under a flickering lamp, her face hidden behind a white surgical mask. She tilts her head slightly. "Am I beautiful?" You laugh nervously. Yes?" She reaches up, the mask slips down, and that's when you see it, the wide open gash stretching across her face. Revealing teeth and raw, torn flesh, her voice changes. Soft, echoing, almost playful. "Even now?" The lights flicker. You turn and run, but behind you, you hear her whisper again, closer now. "Even now?" If you're lucky, you'll wake up safe in your bed tomorrow. If not, maybe you shouldn't have answered so quickly. And that is the legend of Kuchisake-Onna, the Slit-Mouthed Woman, a story that started with jealousy and ended in eternal vengeance, a tale that continues to haunt Japanese streets, and now the entire internet. So, next time you walk home late at night and someone behind you whispers, "Am I beautiful?" Whatever you do, don't turn around.